After flying and shooting with the Yuneec Typhoon H Plus for a couple of years, I picked up the Autel EVO2 Pro V3 and decided to do a comparison of the cameras. First thing I did was set the Evo's color profile to log to see how well its 8-bit video would take a hard color grade. It colors nicely, although 10-bit would have been better. Next, I set the camera to no color. One thing I've noticed is a magenta hue on the footage prior to grading. I shot with auto white balance, so I think adjusting the Kelvin rating manually will get rid of this. I used an RGB curve on the footage and pulled down the blue slightly, and it is less noticeable. The color is pretty saturated and does not look natural to me. I probably can fix this as well once I've worked with the Evo's footage a bit more. Next, I wanted to see if I could get a smooth cinematic tilt, so I slowed my tilt speed down on the controller. It seemed pretty smooth as I flew towards the farmhouse. I included a close-up of a barn and a car, which you will also see in the H Plus segment. The Evo does a good job in close and has variable focus. No focus on the H Plus, but both look great up close. Launching from behind the tree, I had the white balance on auto, and it didn't vary once it cleared the tree, which is good. As you can see, the Evo is rock solid as it hovers. Let's look at the footage from the Yuneec H Plus. I flown this big drone for a couple of years and loved the look and feel of flying it. The first 20-second clip I shot in colorful mode, which I never use, then desaturated the color. It looks pretty good. The one distinct drawback is the drone's shadow showing up as a flare when you shoot with the sun directly behind you. Both cameras have their strong points, and the EVO2 Pro V3 is quick into the air, but the controller with the smaller monitor will take some getting used to. Next, I set the C23 to normal mode. It has nice looking color, and all I had to use was a simple proc amp, taking the brightness down to -8, pushing the contrast up to +112, and the saturation up to 128. This gave me realistic color and no magenta hue. The H Plus also handles offset sunlight very well, which is great when you just have to get the shot from a certain angle. The H Plus seems to give better definition of the mountains in the background and realistic color. However, there's that shadow flare again. I learned to shoot knowing this will occur. The H Plus does not have a true log setting, so if you have a client that wants to color grade all of their footage from various cameras to match, the Evo is superior in that respect. The H Plus footage seems more cinematic to me, and the color is more natural. The Evo V3 has mission capabilities that the H Plus does not have. So for land surveys or construction build that you would want to do ongoing to show progress, the Evo 2 saves your mission, and it can be called up later for the next pass at the same location. All in all, two very different looking cameras, and each drone has its strong points. The H Plus with its retractable landing gear and pan and tilt control and large monitor is better suited for cinematic video. The EVO2 Pro V3 is a workhorse, and as far as emissions and night capabilities go, it stands alone. However, I think setting the sharpness a couple of clicks down will help smooth out the images and make it look more natural. I think I'll end up using both, but for different types of projects. I still love the big bird aspect of the H Plus. The C23 camera is excellent, and the fact that it is a multi-rotor and will stay stable in very high winds is a definite plus. I'll shoot with these drones again as the weather permits. I'm sure more will be revealed as I get more familiar with the EVO2 Pro V3.